Our story begins, not in a cradle, but in a crucible. 6 million years ago, the great forests of Africa, the ancestral home of the apes, began to shrink. This was a world in crisis, a climatic shift that pushed our earliest ancestors out of the trees and onto a new, dangerous stage, the savanna. Here, a radical new way of moving emerged. Standing on 2 feet, a strategy born of necessity became the first great departure from our ape cousins. This act of balancing on 2 limbs was awkward, inefficient, but revolutionary. It was the first step on the long road to becoming human. In the sparse woodlands, creatures like Australopithecus lived a life split between the branches and the ground, a perfect transitional fossil. This new posture freed the hands, transforming them from walking supports into tools of exploration, gathering, and connection. Bipedalism allowed our ancestors to see over the tall grass, to spot predators, and to find food more efficiently. As the sun set on this changing world, our lineage had been set on a new course, forever defined by that first uncertain step. This upright posture allowed for more efficient travel over long distances, a crucial advantage in a world where resources were spread thin. No longer simple appendages for climbing, the hands were now free to carry, to gesture, to create. Even in retreat, this new locomotion offered a path to survival, allowing flight across open ground towards safety. This primordial African landscape, vast and unforgiving, was the forge that shaped us, demanding adaptation and innovation at every turn. 3 million years later, in this same vibrant landscape, we meet one of our most famous ancestors, Australopithecus afarensis. This was Lucy's world. Though still ape-like in many ways, her kind walked the earth with a confident bipedal stride, their humanity beginning to shine through. Their lives were a complex tapestry of foraging, social interaction, and constant vigilance against the dangers of the open savanna. They lived in small, tight-knit family groups, digging for roots and tubers, their diet humble but sustaining. The bonds between them were palpable, visible in the playful antics of their young and their sophisticated non-verbal communication. But survival was a daily struggle, for their world was shared with immense and powerful predators. These great cats were a constant threat, forcing our ancestors to be clever, cooperative, and always ready to flee. The ancestral ability to climb remained a vital lifeline, offering a vertical escape from the dangers of the ground below. From the safety of the high branches, they could only watch and wait. A small, vulnerable family in a vast, hostile world. Their existence is immortalized in the Laetoli footprints, a ghostly procession of 2 individuals walking together, a snapshot of life 3.6 million years ago. Every moment was fraught with peril, from fetching water at a riverbank to the internal politics of their own social groups. Dominance and hierarchy were part of their world, shaping their interactions and ensuring the strength of the group. As night fell, the trees provided a sanctuary where they could rest, huddling together against the cold and the unknown. The deep instinct of maternal care, a bond that would become a hallmark of humanity, was already strongly forged. And in their curiosity, in the way they explored their world, we see the faintest glimmer of what was to come. Their story is one of survival against all odds, a testament to the resilience of a species living on the knife's edge. Then, around 2.5 million years ago, a new mind began to grapple with the challenges of this world. Homo habilis, the handyman, represents a profound cognitive leap. This was the dawn of technology. With focused intelligence, these hominins saw not just a rock, but the potential for a tool sleeping inside it. A few precise, skillful strikes, and a revolutionary object was born, the stone chopper, an extension of the will and the hand. This simple invention opened up a whole new world of food. With these tools, Homo habilis could become expert scavengers. After the great predators had finished their meals, our ancestors moved in, armed with their new technology. For the first time, they could slice through thick hides and access the rich meat locked away from toothless primates. More importantly, they could now smash open the bones of giant animals to get at the incredibly rich fatty marrow within. This new diet was rocket fuel for the brain. The influx of calories and protein, especially from marrow, supported the energetic demands of a larger, more complex cognitive organ. This innovation also spurred new ways of living. The handyman could shape the world to his needs, crafting other tools like sharpened sticks. A new level of cooperation was required, with some butchering a carcass while others stood guard, a complex dance of shared risk and reward. At their home sites, evidence of this new culture began to accumulate, a library of bone and stone telling a story of ingenuity. This crucial knowledge was not encoded in their genes. It was passed down through learning, observation, and social transmission. Homo habilis had unlocked a powerful new cycle. Tools led to better food, which fueled bigger brains, which in turn made even better tools. They were no longer just surviving in their world, they were beginning to actively change it. This was not just a new tool, it was the birth of an idea that would change the planet forever. Nearly 2 million years ago, a new kind of human strode onto the world stage. Taller, stronger, and with a brain significantly larger than its predecessors, Homo erectus was built to move. These were the great travelers. Poised at the edge of their African homeland, they looked out upon an unknown world and did something unprecedented. They left. This was the first great human migration, a relentless expansion that would take them across continents. But their travels were made possible by another revolutionary breakthrough, the mastery of fire. For the first time, our ancestors could control the flame, bringing light to the darkness, warmth to the cold, and safety from nocturnal predators. Their technology also took a leap forward with the creation of the Acheulean hand axe, a beautifully crafted, multi-purpose tool. With better tools and greater cooperation, Homo erectus became formidable hunters, capable of taking down large and dangerous game. This combination of intelligence, technology, and teamwork allowed them to conquer new and challenging environments. They were the first humans to see European winters, learning to adapt to the biting cold. A simple animal hide became a life-saving garment, a testament to their incredible resourcefulness and adaptability. Their journey took them to the far corners of the old world, from the icy plains of the north to the tropical jungles of the east. A child of Homo erectus might be born thousands of miles from the lands of its ancestors, a true citizen of the world. Their iconic hand axe was the Swiss army knife of the Paleolithic, used for every task imaginable. And in their care for the old and weak, we see the deep roots of human compassion and social responsibility. A map of their expansion reveals a staggering achievement, a testament to their resilience and their adventurous spirit. For more than 1.5 million years, a span of time that dwarfs our own history, Homo erectus was the dominant human on planet Earth. Then, the world grew more crowded. By 200,000 years ago, we were not the only humans. In the freezing lands of Ice Age, Europe and Asia lived the Neanderthals, a species powerfully adapted to the cold. They were masters of their world, intelligent and resourceful hunters capable of taking on the megafauna of the Pleistocene. Their lives were rich and complex. They cared for their sick, buried their dead, and perhaps even adorned themselves with ornaments. We see in them a different kind of humanity, one that evolved in parallel to our own. Far to the east, another human group, the mysterious Denisovans, inhabited the caves of Siberia and the highlands of Tibet. Our knowledge of them is scant, but their genetic legacy proves they were a major part of the human story. And then there was us. Emerging from our African homeland, anatomically modern Homo sapiens began to spread across the globe. We were a new kind of human. Eventually, inevitably, these separate human worlds began to intersect, and for a brief time in our history, several human species shared the planet. What were these encounters like? Were they violent, peaceful, or simply indifferent? The truth, it seems, was complicated. We know from our own DNA that we did more than just meet. We interbred, creating a hybrid legacy that exists in most humans today. The genes of these extinct humans live on in us, a ghostly echo of a time when we were not alone. But Homo sapiens brought something new to the world, an explosion of symbolic thought and creativity, a revolution of the mind. In the deep, dark caves of Europe, our ancestors painted stunning masterpieces, capturing the spirit of the animals they lived with. They created art, music, and personal adornments, externalizing their thoughts and building complex cultures. Perhaps this was the edge we needed. As our populations grew, the Neanderthals began to fade, their world changing too fast, their numbers too few. Maybe our more versatile tools or more complex social networks gave us an advantage in competing for resources. Whatever the reason, their time was coming to an end. The last of them vanished from the fossil record around 40,000 years ago, leaving behind a profound and unanswered question. Why did we survive while they did not? Their fire went out, and for the first time in millions of years, the Earth had only one species of human. Standing alone on the world stage, we, Homo sapiens, the last survivors, were now ready to build the future. The incredible diversity of peoples across the world today all share this single, deep ancestry, a story of survival written in our genes. Our 6 million year journey, the story of the unbroken branch, had brought us from a changing forest to the very edge of the stars. Our 6 million year journey, the story of the unbroken branch, has brought us to this moment. A story of survival, of innovation, and of a world once shared, now ours alone to shape. To truly feel the immense scale of this journey, we invite you to stay with us a little longer. We've composed a bonus original soundtrack, a collection of music designed to let you immerse yourself in the atmosphere of our deep, ancestral past and soak in the vibes of this documentary. Creating these explorations of our world takes a tremendous amount of research and effort. If you found this journey meaningful, please consider supporting our channel with a like and by subscribing. Your support is what makes these videos possible, and it ensures we can bring you many more such videos to enjoy. For now, sit back, relax, and reflect. Enjoy the sounds of our ancient world. After the soundtrack, there will be a creator's reflection where I'll share some of my personal thoughts on the process of creating this film and what has led me to this moment.
Hey everyone, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. I just wanted to take a moment to share some personal thoughts on this whole project. This entire documentary has been an incredible, non-stop journey of about 48 hours. It's the first documentary I'm publishing, so it's a huge moment for me. Honestly, if this video goes viral, I'll take it as a sign that this is a path worth pursuing with everything I've got. Of course, I'm going to continue creating anyway, that's a promise. But yeah, if this first documentary hits home with you all, then it's definitely a sign. If you believe in this kind of creation and want to see more, I'd be incredibly grateful if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. Your support truly means the world and makes all this effort worthwhile. We will bring many more such videos for you to enjoy. Thank you again for being here. I'll see you in the next one.